Hello.
Hello.
I'm Nanny Yvonne from Nanny 911.
Hi, I'm Melissa. Come on in.
Thank you.
I'm nervous for her to tell me some of the issues that we have.
Guess who's coming? It's Nanny.
Since the nanny's coming because we fight a lot.
Good morning. So let me introduce myself. I'm Nanny Yvonne.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
Well, I'm nervous about the nanny coming in and telling me I should be doing this or that.
The reason I'm here today is to observe you. You carry on doing what you normally do, all of you, and that includes Mum and Dad. And you'll find me peeking around corners watching you. As my observation begins, Mum serves up one of her breakfast favourites, but it's not everyone's favourite.
Yeah, it's done.
Looks like nasty.
Honey,
I'm not eating that.
then I guess you're going to be really hungry.
Please.
No.
My first impression of the Landsberger family is there is just negativity everywhere.
It is not funny. It's rude. Bad manners.
Yeah.
Madison, you have a napkin. Use your napkin when you wipe your mouth, please.
The day has barely begun and Mum already looks exhausted.
Burnt out. I think we both are burnt out.
You don't always want to deal with 3 kids.
I don't want the egg.
You want
There's red stuff.
No, there's not red stuff. It's just brown.
No, there's nothing red in it.
11-year-old Courtney is a preteen who desperately wants to be heard.
If you take that banana, you're going to eat the whole thing.
I don't feel good.
I'm sorry. Then you sit here until you feel better.
I get tired and I get sick of listening to her whine or talking back to me.
Madison, can you use your fork like everybody else?
There's no positive reinforcement in the house. It's all negative criticism and nitpicking.
After breakfast, Dad checks out while Mum nags the girls about cleaning their rooms.
I want you to make your bed nice.
No.
Will you go up there and make it now? Do you hear what I'm saying? Can you look at me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying?
It's unbelievable how much henpecking Melissa does.
Please organize them. Can I have you just pick up your bed a little bit?
After asking him 7 times and Madison just laying on the floor telling me no. No.
I just get fed up with this. This is not just my job. Stop what you're doing and come here. Come here.
Melissa doesn't know how to pick her battles. Everything is a crisis.
Come on, this stuff is ridiculous.
She'll probably tell you that I should be doing more to help her out, but I think it's pretty close.
Can you please help me or go somewhere?
When Mum gets tired of riding the girls, she turns her attention to poor Dad.
You're just gonna sit there, or you want to do this, or I will, or I'll.
Sometimes I feel like Bob's just on the sideline going, whatever. And I'm thinking, look, help me out.
Okay, well, let's put it the right way. Yes. And I want all the junk that's in your drawers taken out. I'm just going to take all the toys and give them to kids that want them and take care of them.
If Melissa doesn't stop the henpecking, I'm afraid these chickens will fly the coop. As the day wears on, it's clear who's getting all of Mum's positive attention: baby Paige.
Why don't you give Mommy your blankie?
Paige is 4 going on 1.
It's all icky.
She has this blankie, and she just doesn't want to be away from it.
You want to be a baby?
She is completely babied by her mother, her father.
Sure.
It's a pretty stinky blankie.
We can't get it away from her to wash it.
It's time to give that up.
I love you.
And while Melissa babies Paige, Courtney desperately tries to talk to her stepdad,
Like, I thought she said beer. I'm like, oh.
but he simply ignores her.
She said root beer.
Courtney is craving attention from her father.
And she can't seem to get it.
It's hard to do the girl things.
Later, as Mum and Dad prepare lunch, they're oblivious to the gathering storm upstairs.
No.
Madison is determined to invade Courtney's space. Upset with the lack of attention from her parents and angry that Madison won't respect her privacy,
It ends up with quite violent behavior.
Courtney, I think, really does like Madison because I think Madison is the one that stole her attention away.
The one time when Melissa should intervene, she's totally clueless. After lunch, Mum orders everyone outside to play, but preteen Courtney doesn't want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Yes.
There's no end to the childish tit-for-tat between Melissa and Courtney.
Yes, Courtney.
Not real size.
Yes. When I say something, I expect you not to say anything. She doesn't think she has to listen to me. Let's go outside.
Melissa doesn't understand that 11-year-old Courtney is a tween who wants nothing less than to play outside with Mum and Dad.
I'm not going in the backyard.
There you are. Come on, let's go in the backyard.
Melissa is still treating Courtney like a baby, forcing Courtney to act out in a negative way.
So boring. It's so boring.
Instead of any kind of reasonable discussion, Melissa just belittles and badgers Courtney.
I'm going inside.
No, you're not, Courtney. You're sit out here with our family today.
The reason I'm here, I think, is because of poor parenting, not from children out of control.
Courtney, stop right this second.
I just think, what are you doing and why do you run from me?
Courtney, stop.
I think it's obvious why Courtney runs from her mother. By dinner time, everybody is at odds with one another. This behaviour is clearly inappropriate, but Dad just tunes it out, and Mum and Courtney just continue their banter.
I'm not eating that pasta. It is disgusting.
Whatever, Courtney. Nobody asked you. Courtney.
When Dad finally does speak up, it's to laugh at Courtney.
Come on, Courtney. She is my stepdaughter, and I think sometimes she'll play that.
No one is listening to this poor girl.
Bob, do you want to get him to set the table?
Yeah, I will. In a little bit. When Melissa gets upset at the kids, I think some of it comes out on me. I've been eating all day.
Oh, that's what it feels like because you haven't done anything.
It makes me angry when Melissa keeps picking at her husband and her children and basically belittling them.
I can't eat this.
I know, you can't
There, right? Like that. That's
Yeah, I noticed that, KG, that you were kind of messy tonight. That is absolutely disgusting.
And I've seen enough. It's time to sit these parents down. Would you mind if I have a word with you just about what I've been seeing today and just kind of go over a couple of things?
I was very nervous. I don't know why, but I don't think I've ever been that nervous.
One of the biggest things that I've seen today is a lack of respect.
I'm scared that she's going to tell us that as parents, that's where the problem lies.
And I don't mean just with you two. I mean with the children as well. And the way they treat each other. It's quite violent,
Sure.
to be honest with you.
Hi.
Also, there's a lot of talking, but there's not a lot of listening. And I think it's because you're saying things over and over and over again.
Hey, do you hear what I'm saying? Can you look at me? Do you hear what I'm saying?
You need to step up a little bit more and you need to step down a little bit more. You're constantly on top of the children. And you're not.
That made me mad because I felt attacked by her.
And the biggest problem I see is that Courtney is on the verge of becoming a young woman and her needs are not being met. She is more of a teenager at 11 than most teenagers I know.
Yeah.
So you need to get on top of that now.
I'm running away right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Because she's 11 years old going on 15, 16. And if you don't have communication now, once you've lost them, you've lost them. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. It's such a fragile time, and I'm so worried. They're not going to come home hugging us and loving us when they're teenagers.
All this change is rough.
Yep.
I'm very aware of that.
What she said about me and Melissa really hit home.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to work out some things and let's get to it. All right?
Great.
Okay, well, hang on in there.
Thank you.
All right.
I love my kids. I love them. I just don't know how to do it.
After a day of observation, the problems in the Landsberger house are clear. Too much nagging and not enough listening. So today, I'm giving the family their own set of rules. Pull the girls down.
I'm nervous for her to tell me some of the issues that we have as family.
Girls!
I hope that she can help us. I hope that she can have ideas of how to get them to do this or that or what our issues are.
Now, the first one says, respect. We respect each other.
It's so boring. This is not funny.
And we respect each other's things. And that means respect each other's space, each other's privacy. Okay? Now, the next one is interesting. No more hen pecking.
Melissa, I think, does the hen pecking. She's always talking. She's always excited and hyper.
Well, you know how hens pick at things and they just won't let go and they keep picking at each other?
Hey, do you hear what I'm saying? Can you look at me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Look at me. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am who I am. I can't change that. I talk a lot, and maybe she saw that as me being too much of a talker.
Which leads me on to the next one. Less talking, more listening, okay? We're not accusing anyone here, Dad. I'm just laying down the rules. And the last one is no hitting.
The hitting rule is going to get me in trouble.
I also have something else, okay? This is going to help you do your chores.
Oh, look at. I would never thought of that. I never would have thought of that in a million years.
But let's just say, for instance, you all do your chores, okay? You're going to be earning money to put towards your things that you may want, okay? I'm going to put these on the refrigerator just so Mum and Dad don't forget, all right?
It's a little intimidating for me as a mother because I've been a mother for 11 years. You know, it's like there's too many rules.